An ammo pouch and powder horn completed the portrait. Key slaked his thirst and stood and returned to the fawn. He had a decision to make. Should he go tell the Reverend what he'd found, or keep on hunting for something for the supper pots? The fawn meat was there, handy, but he somehow didn't feel right taking it. As for letting the Reverend know, he could do that when he got done hunting. Hefting his hawkin, Key stalked into the undergrowth. He tried putting the fawn from his mind, but it gnawed at him. A question kept rising up, a troubling question. Who would kill such an innocent little thing? Chapter 2. Evelyn King had made up her mind. She was going to snare her man once and for all. Here she was, almost 19, practically an old maid, and she wasn't married. Back in the States, most girls were hitched by 20, or so she'd heard tell. Several times now, Evelyn had schemed to be alone with her beloved so she could induce him into asking for her hand. And each time, she had been thwarted. On a couple of those occasions, they nearly died, which wasn't her fault. Life on the frontier was a dangerous proposition. Anyone afraid of meeting their maker should stay east of the Mississippi River. Now, roosted on a boulder that afforded a spectacular view of the valley named after her pa, Evelyn smoothed her beaded buckskin dress and thoughtfully regarded the blue lake a quarter-mile below and the log cabins along the lake shore. On the north side, the near side, stood her brothers and his wives. To the west was the Worth cabin, a black family that fled slavery and made a new home for themselves in the Rockies. Along the south shore were her pa and ma's cabin, as well as that of her pa's best friend, Shakespeare McNair. But it was to the east that Evelyn fixed her gaze, on the Nansusqua Longhouse, home to the last of their kind. The rest of their tribe had been wiped out, victims of bigotry and greed. In that lodge dwelled the love of her life. From the moment Evelyn met him, she was smitten. Dagamawaku was so handsome, so unlike any other boy of her acquaintance. Certainly he was nothing like her brother Zach, who in her estimation was born with granite between his ears. Nor was Dagamawaku like the Shoshone boys she knew. A lot of those boys were nice, sure, but Daga, her nickname for him, was special. He was unusually quiet, for one thing, the result of his being such a deep thinker, she supposed. He always treated her with kind regard. Now and then she would catch him looking at her for what she took to be the same reason that she liked to look at him, namely, to drink in the sight of his handsomeness. The way Evelyn saw it, Providence brought them together. They were meant for each other. Why else had life delivered him practically to her family's doorstep and set her heart to going pitter-patter? "Dang it, we should be wife and husband already," Evelyn told the empty air. Standing, she stepped to her mare and swung lightly up. A flick of the reins, and she headed down the mountain, her right leg brushing the scabbard that held her custom-made hawkin. Uppermost on her mind was how to go about the marrying. The most obvious aspect was for them to sneak off. Her folks had made it plain that they didn't think she was old enough to tie herself down just yet. Wait a year or so, her ma had been urging for what seemed like a year or more. There's no rush. Easy for her ma to say, Evelyn reflected. Her mother had a husband and a home. Evelyn yearned for the same. Sometimes, late at night, when she couldn't sleep and tossed and